Hello, I'm Cat, and you read that correctly. I assume multiple game drops will be revealed at Minecraft Live. In fact, they go even further on their website to clarify that it's multiple updates, but they also are going to be revealing secret stuff. What does that even mean? Well, I've got a pretty good idea based on what Mojang themselves have said, and so what is coming at Minecraft Live? Will this be better than the previous years, and why do we start to suspect that Bedrock is getting offhand? Well, let's go into all of that today, after I say that you can stand to gain by subscribing to this channel, because did you know greater than 99% of house fires happen to people who haven't done that? That is a statistical fact, just like how it's a statistical fact that Minecraft Live is coming on March the 21st, and the trailer came out today, but it really says just these things. That is all of the information from the trailer, 6 key pieces of information, although one of them was incorrect, we'll come back to that later. They did give us some extra info on their website. If you go to minecraft.net/live, they have this FAQ, and one of them says how long is Minecraft Live, and they clarify it will last between 30 minutes and an hour, depending on how many updates they have to share with us. They also say what is the new Minecraft update? Tune in to Minecraft Live to find out, but basically they are clarifying that they will be telling us about the new Minecraft update, but also, crucially, with multiple game drops and multiple updates, they'll be telling us about the next game drop as well. The summer drop, if you will, which is the really exciting one, the one that we really don't know anything about, although Minecraft did just launch a snapshot and preview about an hour after this announcement, interesting there, but also they clarify updates and game drops in 2 separate places. It could just be that Mojang still hasn't standardized their terminology, or it could mean that as well as hearing about both of those game drops, we maybe also expect to hear about updates to do with other properties, perhaps a brand new game. We will come into all of that later, but first I need to be crucially clear because this is the day it will be happening, March 21st. You can catch that live stream on this channel, but do not trust the times that Minecraft gave us, because although this might be happening at 1 PM Eastern Daylight Time, it will not be happening at 7 PM Central European Summer Time, because the 2 places will not be 6 hours apart. Central Europe is not going on to summertime until the end of this month. Indeed, all of Europe isn't, because America, or North America and Europe go on to their summer times at different points. It's awkward and confusing and makes time translation a little tricky, but just know that you should actually be using the time either on the Minecraft.net official stream or via the stream on our channel, which will give you the time it is actually happening. So click that link down below if you want to save the actual time on Saturday, because Minecraft made a little oopsie, and geography is hard, I do get it. Although, speaking of things that are hard, let's now talk about what exactly has given us a clue about what is inside, because the most obvious one is Minecraft Java's snapshot. That's right, Minecraft Java Edition now has 26.1, pre-release 1, and what this tells us is that there are now officially been 15 years of mining and crafting. What a nice splash. But they also have this new panorama that includes all of the brand new babies as part of the tiny takeover, so super cute. But what this is really interesting and how this relates to Minecraft Live is the fact that if they've moved into pre-release for this update, and indeed they finished the betas and previews as they have, they are now ready to release, and so even though the spring drop could technically come out anywhere between March and May, technically, it is very likely to be releasing in the next couple of weeks now, and if it releases in the next couple of weeks, that'd be the perfect time for them to talk about it at Minecraft Live, so that they can get it out literally the following Tuesday, or even the following Monday if they want. They could do it on that exact day if they wanted to, but crucially, it means that they are going to be announcing this update, the tiny takeover, and they're going to be, like some number of people won't have heard about it. If you literally haven't followed any of the snapshot or betas or previews, then it'll be new and exciting to you, but mostly what will be new and exciting to you is the update they reveal after that, because if this follows last year's format, then as soon as they talk about this drop, they'll know that everyone really wants to hear about the new, fresh content, and that's where 26.20 comes in. This is a brand new beta and preview that just started its process today, and it's going to be an update that's releasing just after Minecraft Live, probably somewhere in April, if not May, but it will be releasing before the summer drop, but it will be doing a lot of the groundwork for it, and so 26.20 has begun its beta preview cycle, and what is inside? Well, a large amount of bug fixes, if we're being honest. This always is the case for these kind of minor Bedrock exclusive updates. One of the things that Bedrock is well known for is missing some Java features and implementing some Java features with some bugs. And so what are they doing? Well, they're fixing a lot of those. But also, 26.20 has made some interesting changes, particularly this one as it relates to bringing parity to how knockback works between Bedrock and Java. Very, very interesting. I guess I'll have to show you. Oh yeah, they're bringing parity, and that is horrifying the way that noise sounded. But you know what else is interesting? The fact that they also have decided to reveal the fact that even though, like Minecraft was going towards 1.26, and then we flipped it to 26.1 and now 26.20, interestingly, they do have this note that confirms that inside it is still called 1.26.20, but 1.26.20 or 26.20 actually has a very intriguing change because you have not been able to add your own items to the offhand slot. You have to use one of the select items that Mojang themselves want you to, arrows, maps, etc. But interestingly, they made some changes to this system, and I don't know what to take from them. So if we use this command to put an amethyst block in our offhand, you can see that there is an amethyst block in our offhand. You might think like, wait, I can see it in third person, I can see it in here, but I couldn't see it in first person, Toycat. And actually, you're wrong. You can see it in my main hand because it's just over there as this tiny little block you can only see when I look to the left. So they've decided to change the size when rendered in first person perspective of those blocks that you see there. Now, this could be some random mistake. Let's be honest here. Minecraft Bedrock is filled with random mistakes that are not put right for a good amount of time. I'm looking at you, Boats. Why, Boats, are they so awful right now? But although that is true, it's interesting that they are playing around with bringing parity to combat in multiple ways, because as you probably know by the fact that I beat it like a dead horse, healing on Bedrock is disastrous compared to Java. There is no offhand. There's a lot of just small things that could do with fixing, and honestly, this could be the sign that the combat update, the fabled changes that are required for both Bedrock and Java to make a better, more reasonable combat system, could actually be coming. And I've got some good reason to believe this, that isn't just this tiny amethyst block. I want to see what happens if I put a sword there. Let's find out right now. Let's, instead of putting an amethyst block there, let's put a copper sword, and oh, it renders correctly. Interesting, huh? Yeah, but that's very, very intriguing. So let's put the amethyst block back, and I can show you that I can't place it down from my offhand, because even though we have the functionality to put it there, I still can't place it from there. Super, super, super sad. Anyway though, the reason I think that the combat update is at least a partial consideration for what might be the summer drop is that last year we saw them come out of nowhere and say that the drop system had allowed them to finally get vibrant visuals done. That was years of work on deferred rendering that looked like it might literally go nowhere, or maybe even just become a marketplace pack exclusive, but they rolled it out to the base game, and now we're seeing them even roll it out to Java as well. So if they can make these big step forwards by spending the rest of the year working on segmented projects, then does it mean that this year's summer drop will have a big step forwards too? Well, the argument in favor certainly is to look at the tiny takeover. Say what you will about this drop, but it's cute. It has baby mobs, and those are the positives. But otherwise, it really does have to be said that this is a small drop that really only makes sense if they've been working on something bigger for summer. Now, the easy way to think about that is obviously the end update, or obviously a fourth dimension, and I want those people to be right. But if you think about it a bit more, vibrant visuals didn't come out of nowhere. They were very clear about the fact that they were testing it, and so this summer, could it be another long-term project coming to fruition? Now, that could mean minecarts were being tested and have been tested internally using that data. That could mean that the combat update, which we know was tested publicly but then went into private testing, it could mean they're finally ready to unveil that. And if I'm being honest, if I'm Mojang, I would be terrified to release a combat update. The only way I would want to put it out there is if I knew everyone was receptive to a giant change, because a lot of people become Minecraft boomers or Minecraft nimbies, like, oh, I want them to change the game, but not in a way that actually means I have to learn anything. And so the easiest way to make sure that people are pro-change is to roll out an update that barely changes anything, just mob textures, and then have people realize, no, we do want big changes, even if it's a bit risky. And so the combat update is always going to be a big risk, but is it coming? And summer? Well, I'm gonna level with you. That is technically technically pure speculation. Nothing from Mojang themselves has indicated it will be that. I mean, if you look at their Instagram, they made a post that seems to imply about fishing, but that was actually related to the Minecraft. It says block your calendars, but it was actually related to the Minecraft villager experience. And so overall, we can say that there could be anything coming, but I would suspect that it will tie into a longer term initiative. But we're so early in the drop system that they could literally say, oh no, the spring drop was actually a bigger drop than we're expecting. The next drop is going to change the wood textures by 4 pixels and then bring in a new flower that will, for some reason, also not come from the sniffer. That could be the case. And so, what is the summer drop going to include? Something. That is my official confirmed prediction. So, more seriously here, I think it is worth asking, what else is going to be in the show? We know that they said it's going to be between 30 minutes and an hour, which does represent a time increase. The last 2 shows were 26 minutes and 26 minutes precisely. Man, they were so short, huh? The last 2 shows were 26 and 26 minutes, so it's going to be at least 4 minutes longer than both of those. Of course, it will still be substantially less long than Minecraft Live 2021. This was 2 hours, 15 minutes, and really goes to show that they sold us that Minecraft Live would be twice as frequent, but half as long, but really they meant it would be twice as frequent, but 1/5 as long. But anyway, the important thing here is that Minecraft Live does have a lot of time to fill, and we know that it won't include Elements animations. They have tweeted saying they won't be included in the show, so what else can we actually expect? Well, a big update, yes. Some secrets, whatever that means. Some special guests, so they'll talk about YouTube content creation, maybe marketplace creation. But what about the other 15 minutes of the show? Well, I think that an interesting idea is that Minecraft Dungeons 2 could be coming along. So this is something, I will not be revealing any of this artwork, but I will say that something I saw recently was that a lot of key artwork for Minecraft Dungeons 2 has supposedly gotten out there. This is something which the tweet claims is targeting a Q2 2026 release. So that means this is their last major opportunity to announce it if they aren't going to be just launching it out of nowhere. Now, to be clear, I don't think Q2 2026 is realistic. I think that this is likely a project that is, basically sitting there indefinitely until they have it ready to release. This is backed up by the fact that they are hiring for this game, so either they're working on post-game content already and the game is ready to ship, or more likely, it still needs some more time, but it could be that it's ready to be announced. I will say though, I've been expecting that for the last 3 Minecraft Lives, and I've been wrong consistently, so I expect to be wrong here too. But then that leaves us to the question, after the 2 updates, what exactly will Minecraft announce? Well, interestingly, I want to show you a couple of responses from Jeb. The first was someone asking him about the console leaks, and Jeb's response was simply, look, you got a reply, and I think that's kind of fun personally. But what I also think is interesting is that Jeb has been playing Bedrock more often recently. This is hopefully a sign that, like, things to improve the way that Bedrock and Java work, not necessarily together, but separately in a way that is cohesive and makes sense. That is a good sign. But even more interesting is this comment, which to be fair is now a few weeks old. But Jeb was asked about the mob votes. This used to be the big reason to watch Minecraft Live, and interestingly, they said, what about biome votes again? And Jeb's response was just like, we will continue to improve the game, including biomes. No comments about mob votes. No, we are not doing those again, basically. And yeah, although I think it would be cool to bring back, I think the problems that it brought last time represent some issues. So really, what do we have left? Well, going back to this Minecraft Instagram post, I imagine they will talk about the Minecraft experience, even if it's for a minute or 2. I imagine they will talk about their future plans when it comes to other stuff. But really, that leaves us with a big mystery about what will fill up the rest of the show. And so that is something that you can find out by subscribing, where you'll see more videos from this channel. But also, I think it really does leave it down to the special guests. Maybe they'll just play a lot more of Minecraft in this update than they had before, and maybe those secrets are what's in store. What could those secrets possibly be? I am excited to hear your theories right down below. Otherwise, this is the best place to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest in Minecraft news. I've been covering it for 14 channels, and maybe we'll be covering it for 14 more. Subscribing is the only way to find out, and indeed, if you want to watch Minecraft Live, we will be co-streaming it here on this channel. I think I've co-streamed every Minecraft Live that's been digital, and if you want to see my live reactions and thoughts, I do not fake them. I literally watch it with you and let you know what I think afterwards. If you want to see that, then this is the place right here. I'll leave a link. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, because I'll see you next time. Goodbye.